It's already 10. Oh,
Hi Andrea, how are you today?
pretty good. How are you?
Fine too. How was your lunch?
It was nice. Ate a lot, but it was nice. I mean,
Do you have some plans for today?
no, not really. Only doing studying and finishing some things, emails and everything. Mostly that.
Okay. Perfect. What do you want to talk about?
Basically, it's actually a recent problem that I had that I feel like I wanted to share or talk about it. It's I live with other three people in my place.
Okay.
And just yesterday we had kind of an argument on some things about I think we all are four guys and girls from different countries, so I can see a difference between us in the how was it? Not patterns, like how the characteristics of
They
each
have
one.
it. Okay. Where are they from? Two four friends?
Well, one is me, the others are it's American and French, and then the girl is from Korean / Chinese.
Okay, Asian. Okay. And what was the issue? What happened?
Basically, we were talking about. I don't know how everything just came out on. It was small issues. For example, one thing that bothers me in particular is the fact that every time that I get home, all the lights are on, but no one is in the
common areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone is in the rooms, and they leave the bathroom lights on, the kitchen's on, lights on. So it gets to me a little bit annoying, that they don't turn off the light. And this was, I know it's not the biggest issue in the world, but it was something that additional because we were talking about the thing that started them all was a little bit of the waste, when we buy some things for everyone, some of them tend to waste a lot of. For example, we buy paper towels or paper plates and everything, and they just waste one large paper towel. It lasts 2 days, and I have no idea what they use it for. So. And I've created a lot of things and every little problem was discussed yesterday. So
the main problems were the lights and how they waste the...
Well, the lights was bothering me, but the one that started them all was the waste, because that all
And when it happens, when you go inside home and you see the lights on, do you have a way to communicate others?
Yes, but I don't know if that was my let's say my best decision. But I avoided to say anything because I know I'm gonna be here for only 2 months. Now it's only 3 weeks more, so it's not.
But do you think? I don't know. Do you think that it's good that you don't tell what you think? Or?
I think since that's the thing. Not knowing I think I decided not to say anything, mostly because I didn't want to fight about something in a way so stupid like about the lights. I think.
But what do you think you're going to fight?
No.
But it also depends the way that you communicate the message. Because you can say, "Hey guys, let's save some money. Let's try to turn off the lights."
That's actually the sentence that was like because one of the guys was saying not to be cheap on and so like in my but that's the thing. I don't know if because I come from a country where like or like how I was grew up, but for me that was not being cheap. For me, that's wasting energy or wasting also money because no one is there. So like I can understand if it happens sometime. Like you can just like especially in the bathroom, you leave the light on. That's not. If it happens once or twice, that's not a problem. But like if I see every single time that.
And how do you think you can communicate that something bothers you? Not, I don't know, trying to avoid argue and also...
No, I think one thing, actually what I try to stay calm in a way because I didn't want, it was not useful to turn that into a fight. What I said yesterday was the fact that I said, okay guys, there are some things that everyone does that is not the ideal thing, and I gave the example of like I said some things that it bothers me. I don't know if it's something common here, but it legitimately bothered me. It's the fact of the lights on. So I tried to make in a way that it was not offensive and saying that it was.
And what did they say? How did they use it?
It was, some of them were understandable. The other was a lot, not so much. It was still...
Thinking that it doesn't have sense.
Yeah. So
and how do you think is ideal way when you try to suggest something to someone that is kind of close and said, okay, for me this is not a big issue? How do you think you can make him reflect about his attitude?
I try to talk about, like, as I said, the fact that it's not being cheap. Like, it's something that I consider a waste. Like it's the same thing if you like leave the sink on with the water running, but no one is using it.
It's kind of a waste of resources.
You're wasting water when there are. I know with water it's a little bit more
value resource or something. Okay.
But I feel like it's. I will not say the same level, but it can be compared. Like you can say.
So you tried to talk to him, comparing the light with the water, and what did he say?
I think he said, in a way, he was. At one point, he was just agreeing and not saying, like just to end the conversation. So, in my way, I also didn't mind ending the conversation because, as I said, I'm only gonna be for 3 weeks more here. So I'm not gonna try to change because it's not possible to change how a guy does it.
But how do you consider that also that you're not staying longer here? It also will force yourself to tell what you want, what made you feel comfortable. Perhaps you will not see that people anymore. So you don't have to, what I mean is like, you don't have to get used to what everything does. Also tell them, okay, I don't like this. Let's find a way to feel comfortable, all of us. You're not going to see them anymore.
Yeah,
the same that you said, it's like using your argument that, okay, I don't want to argue because I'm not going to stay here longer. Also, you're not going to stay longer, so tell them, I really need these two. The period I'm staying here, feel comfortable enough to stay here.
Yeah. You're right.
How do you think you can made them reflect about how you feel or how each of them feels, because I'm sure that the others have their issues too.
Well, I think the best way would be trying to talk again and see, like, understand each other's point of view. Like, make sure that I understand his point of view.
When you come here, when you rent the place, this group was already formed? No. So the four of you were new in this place?
Yeah, and we didn't come at the same time. Like, I was the second one to come. The other two came, the last one came only 2 weeks ago. So, like,
So perhaps, do you think that this is also the fact that you didn't come at the same time didn't allow you to have general agreement since the beginning?
Yeah.
But do you think just trying to feel comfortable these 3 weeks that you're going to stay here, do you think that it's time to talk about the general agreements? Can you do that?
Well, yes, most of all because I think, especially the other three, they're gonna stay at least 1 month altogether. So I think we should talk about it even more. I can start talking with, especially the one that I get along most on those three, and then convince also the other two to join and to make. Not, of course, like having a general agreement mostly for them, and for me only the things that I'm like bothered about. Since I'm not, as I've said, not staying there, I shouldn't be there the most.
And how did you decide to meet to talk about this?
As I said, was because of the waste, and one of the roommates got a little bit frustrated with another one, so we were all there. So like it just started problem after problem after problem. So like it was something that no one wanted to talk about, and at one point exploded in everyone's place.
That's why you should tell to everyone what made you feel annoyed or what disturbed you. If you don't like something, if it's little, you should let the others know that you are not agree with that, because otherwise you will just have a lot of things to complain, and then suddenly you express yourself. Well, so what do you think you should do? Try to talk. You're going to talk with the one girl that you used to go with more, and then try to add the other two to the general agreement. So you will have these last 3 weeks a really good time at home. Okay?
Okay. Okay, well, this, I think we started really good, especially on that you try to understand a little bit more of the problem, like as you did understand where they came, the roommates were from, like understand like more details about the problems or what started the fight and everything, and the questions were all open ones, especially understanding on what to do, on how to consider to make the 3 weeks that remains 2 weeks. Like I really enjoyed like the fight. I actually didn't thought about that. That I shouldn't. You made me realize that I shouldn't just be happy and just wait until the 3 weeks ended.
Like, long if you can change something.
Try to change, and like we thought, especially in the end,
a plan to deal with that.
So it was really nice. Thanks so much for that.
You're welcome.